Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Marty from LoudBox Music, and today is a review day. I'm going to show you the Zoom H4n Pro. It's the updated version to the older one, the H4n. Basically, as you can see, the unit itself looks pretty much the same. It has actually the same knobs, it has the same style of interface, the same software. But there are some minor changes to it that are actually really good. So first of all, there is a little bit a different surface, a rubber surface than on the older version. It feels a little bit better in the hand, to my experience. And another feature that I'm really fond of is the new push buttons here on the XLR connectors. On the older version there wasn't such a push button, so you can accidentally push out the cable. For example, when you're in the field with a boom bowl and you record and you weren't careful enough, you might have ruined your recording as you pushed out the cable. So on this version you can't really pull it out anymore, so that's really handy. And on the features itself, it has now new preamps in it. They have a lower noise floor actually, which I think is around negative 120 dBu now. The older version had negative 107 as far as I know, so they are more quiet. And the SPL level of the built-in microphones, so the sound pressure level, is much higher now. It has now 140 dB SPL, so you can really record very loud sources now without clipping. So that's also really cool. So the other thing is that the LCD screen, for example, here is now blue, in a bluish color. It's a little bit better to see when you, for example, on a sunny day outside and you are recording there. You can see the LCD screen a little better to my experience. To the features of the recorder itself, let's go quickly through them. We have an SD card slot, we have a record level plus minus knobs, we got the menu and a toggle switch, so you can toggle through the menu. On top here we have the built-in microphones. Again, they are adjustable from 90 to 120 degrees, so you can widen or narrow the stereo image. On the other side we got a remote, a dedicated, that is optional, so it's not in the package. You have to buy it separately. Line out and headphone out. Here's the volume knob. You got also a USB connection, so you can use this device with your, for example, computer or MacBook, for example. When you record it in Logic Pro X, it's automatically recognized as an audio interface, so you can use that as a dedicated external audio interface. It also works, of course, with Windows. There are ASIO drivers for that, and so it's very neat. Just plug it in, plug in your guitar, for example, or a microphone, and you're ready to go. Very cool. And of course, lastly, the on and off buttons. Here are the XLR and TRS inputs. On the back we got here an external microphone input, and I actually have it now plugged it in because I'm recording with this small lavalier microphone here, so you can actually hear one of the preamps now. And on front, play, stop button, fast forward, and also tracks 1 and 2, 3, 4. So it is also a multi-track device, an MTR recording, so you can use, for example, when you're in the MTR mode, you can record a guitar on the first track, a vocal on the second, a background vocal on the third, and so forth. And here is just the switches for the built-in microphone or the input 1 and 2. So, and of course you also want to hear now how the built-in microphone sounds, and we're going to switch to the stereo microphones, the built-in microphones, and I'm back in a minute, alright? So we have now the built-in microphones, these two microphones up here, same as on the older version. And of course we want to see now how it actually sounds with, for example, an acoustic guitar. And I use this, for example, for demos or scratch tracks. I don't want to power up my whole setup in the background here every time if I just have an idea for a song, for example. So I use this little device. And of course I use it also in the field when doing films on the boom pole, for example, with a microphone attached. Alright, so I'm gonna grab now my acoustic guitar and I'm back in a minute.